There we go. Okay, my goodness. It has been a journey getting here today. Um, let's see. I'm just double checking that I'm live. Hold on. I'm not just casually on my phone. Okay, perfect. I am indeed live. Love to see it. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. um, so it has been a minute since I have been live. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks now. Last week I just was not feeling well at all. Like my mental health was just in the toilet. you know. I am feeling a lot better today and like recently. I am like having a lot of epiphanies about my mental health and about like me as a person, and it's weird. Um I don't know. Like I'm not sure how much I want to share yet, if that makes sense. Like, not that I'm like trying to keep things from you. It's nothing like crazy, but just sifting through potential diagnoses and, trying to reckon with just the chronic nature of chronic depression, like unfortunately for a lot of us depression is not situational. It's like a longer term thing, and that's okay. It does suck though. like um so anyway, tell me how you all are. I would love to hear where you're tuning in from in the chat. I'd love to hear how you've been doing lately, especially if you're a regular, if you're here all the time. I'd love a little update. And if you're new, give me a life update. I'd love to hear it. Let's see. A little life update for me. Let's see. I've got therapy stuff, like I said, but I'm not totally sure how much I want to share about that just yet. So I don't know why I brought it up. My book is coming out in September. If you guys didn't know, I wrote a book. It's called Welcome to ADHD. And it's a lived experience guide on what it's like to be both autistic and ADHD. And I am so excited. I still like can't comprehend that I wrote a book. Like I wrote it. It came out of my brain onto paper and it's going to be printed and I'm going to be able to hold it in my hand. Like what? That's totally nuts to me. That feels completely unreal. I think it's going to feel completely unreal for a long time. Like, I think I'm going to be old and gray and I'll pick up my own book and be like, this didn't happen. This wasn't real. So yeah, I am, excuse me, very excited. It comes out in September. I do not have a pre-order link yet, but if you want to be notified as soon as the pre-order link is available, you can go to the description of this live and you can sign up to get on the wait list for the book. Let's see what else is going on with me. So I'm just doing some final stuff with the publisher for the book and everything. We're trying to get blurbs to go on the back and what else are we trying to do? Yeah, I'm doing some of the basic like copy editing, I'm not doing the copy editing. There's a copy editor who then tells me, "Hey, can you fix or change these things?" So, we've been doing some of that. I actually have to respond to an email from them. I'm really bad about emails, hashtag ADHD. I'm very bad at emails, and thankfully my publisher understands this and they will like check in on me every now and again like, "Hey, we saw that you opened this email. Like, could you please reply?" I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. So, I wonder if this book could have come out much sooner if I had been more on top of things. But alas, it is what it is, and it's still coming out. My book is still going to get published, and y'all are going to read it, and it's going to be great, and we can talk about it. Maybe we'll do like a book club about it. Like, I don't know. I'm so excited. So yeah, lots of good book stuff is going on. Um, let's see. My kids are good. I don't share about my kids too terribly much on the internet because they can't consent to it yet. They're too little. And so I don't share too much, but I do have 3 kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have 1.5-year-old twins. The girls are walking, which is adorable and great. They're talking a lot too. Like this morning they were chasing me down with their books going, "Buh, buh, buh," and so they're getting there with the talking too, and so that's really great. Um, we cannot get them to eat a vegetable to save our lives. It's like, and I know they eat vegetables at daycare. That's the thing that drives me crazy. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, I know that you eat your veggies at daycare. Why will you not eat them for me? So, anyway, it's a whole thing. Um My 5-year-old is great. He got a haircut yesterday and he had a great time. Haircuts make him a little nervous, like most kids, right? But he did really good. They tickle a lot, especially with the clippers, but when she did the scissors, he did great. Like he held totally still. We have family pictures coming up here soon. I'm just giving you like a life update. Like let me know if you have actual questions about autism, ADHD, neurodiversity, let me know. But we have family pictures coming up with like my extended family. Well, not like my nuclear family that I grew up in, but not just my family that like I'm married to and my kids, like also my parents and my nieces and nephews and stuff, my brothers and sisters. So um I'm excited for that. I'm a little nervous. I have to get a hair appointment in because my hair, like, look at those roots. Like, that's gonna look bad in pictures. It doesn't look that bad on live right now, but it'll look bad in pictures. So I've got to figure out how to get a hair appointment in if I can, because pictures are in less than a month now because time moves in weird ways. Thank you very much. Like, who am I? It's none of my business what day it is. So anyway, um, let's see. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Like I said, I ate like right before I popped on here. I was going to wait and just eat after, but I was so hungry. I was so hungry, you guys. I devoured like an entire bowl of couscous and broccoli and chicken with butter chicken sauce on it. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. Leftovers from last night. Hey, Matt. I am good, actually. Like, I know I had to take last week off the live stream because my mental health was like in the toilet, but I'm doing so much better. And not only am I feeling better in this moment, I feel like I finally have a plan moving forward to continue feeling a little bit better, which is very relieving because one of the most like distressing parts of my mental health journey is that I can be thrown into the depths of despair for like an hour. And like truly it is hell, but it only lasts an hour. So it makes me feel very unstable and uncertain about who I am and what I'm doing and how I feel and all this stuff. So um I have a bit of a plan moving forward for how to cope with that now. Finally, like this is how it's been for years and I've just been like, well, eventually it'll get better and I think finally recently it hit me like it won't get better if you keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna have to try something different. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm trying something a little different, and I think it's working. I think it's helping, which is really, really nice. It's also really hard because the stuff I'm trying is like sitting with my emotions more often, and like, well, I hate that. I hate it. As much as I talk a big game about like being very emotionally sensitive and stuff, which I am deeply emotionally sensitive. I also am like very, very repressed and like I suppress my emotions like you would not believe. Um, it used to keep me safe and now it's not necessary anymore. So I'm like practicing letting my emotions out a little more, letting them breathe, giving them space and like it sucks, but it's also very helpful. So ugh, I'm working on it. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Um, but it is helping. Oh, I have a question. Great, Matt. I'm learning to trade financial markets, and a massive part of that is waiting a lot. I'm diagnosed ADHD and attentive, and something I struggle with is impulsive behavior. Ooh, do you have any tips? Okay. I know nothing about financial trading, financial markets. I know nothing about that. So none of my advice will be tailored to that specifically, but I can give you advice on impulsivity and waiting, right? Let me think because I also have a major impulsivity problem. Like my hair has been so many fucking colors because when I get upset, I simply must dye my hair. It's actually been this color for like, well, something like this color, ish. I don't even know, probably for at least 6 months now, which is a long time for me. Um, let's see what helps me when I need to wait and I don't want to wait. I think thinking of future me is really helpful, where I just try to be there for her, where it's like, okay, yes, current me wants this, but future me wants something different. How can we like balance out our needs? So like keeping in mind why I'm waiting has been really helpful to me. But another big thing is indulging the impulsivity in a different area of your life. Right. So, like, for example, me dyeing my hair is an example of this, right? Because when I'm really upset emotionally and like really depressed and stuff like that, I want to do impulsive things that are much more dangerous. Like I want to move across the world and I want to, you know, do unhelpful, unhealthy things, right? I won't get into specifics because I don't want this live to get banned, but I think most people know what I mean, right? Like thoughts of forever napping and stuff like that. And I don't want to impulsively do those things, right? Like I don't. I know I don't want to do those things. But oof, the urge is strong, right? So instead, I find a different way to be impulsive, right? So like I dye my hair, I get a tattoo, whatever. I usually don't get tattoos impulsively actually. These were both pretty planned. But you want to do something that's not going to be permanent, hence the hair dye. Like you can always re-dye your hair, like it's fine. Hair grows back. um, so that's a good one. I actually used to have a comfort box that I would keep for like mental breakdowns. And in the comfort box, I had two lists. I had a list of soothing activities, but then I also had a list of safe, impulsive activities. So, excuse me, this included things like dyeing my hair, of course, but also things like taking a road trip no more than 2 hours away. That's a really good one that I've used several times where it's like, okay, I can't go more than 2 hours away, but I can like go somewhere and do something. Um, and I think that's been really helpful to me. Let's see what else. What else? So move the impulsion to going to for a walk, for example, get some energy out temporarily. Yes. Yes, you want to let yourself do something that like you kind of shouldn't, that like feels a little like indulgent and sneaky, but not like whatever it is that you do in the markets where you need to be waiting, right? But yeah, just redirecting that impulsivity to like, whoops, swerve, let's go do this instead. So yeah, that's a big thing that I do when I need to manage my impulsivity is I have a list of safe impulsive activities I can do. So like dyeing my hair, a short road trip. Um, what else was on that list? It's been a minute. I don't know. Now I can't think of anything else that was on that list. I'm like trying to picture it. um oh, you can set a budget and go to the store and just like impulsively buy shit. Set a budget first. Do not do this if you are going to the store with like an unlimited budget, like bad idea. But go to the store with like a budget of like 20 bucks and like just get some stuff, right? Like that could be really helpful for me. Oh, good, Matt. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that's helpful. Yeah, because I want this to be successful for you. So we do have to find a way to manage the impulsivity. I love expensive things. Yeah. This is where you need to go to like the Dollar Tree and get some like cheap shit that like gives you the dopamine but doesn't cost you very much. That's what I recommend anyway. Or going to like, well, I used to recommend the Target dollar spot, but obviously fuck Target now. So if you don't know, they rolled back all of their DEI initiatives, their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at the request of the Trump administration. So, or maybe the Trump administration didn't even tell them to. Maybe they just did it. Either way, they suck. So I don't recommend the Target dollar spot anymore, but like Dollar Tree is great. You can just go to your local grocery store and peruse like the home goods aisle. Like that's always fun. Um, yeah, so set a small budget and just let yourself go buy stuff. I think that can be fun. Um, let's see, and keep the receipt in case the impulsivity wears off and you're like, I don't want this shit. It's like, then you can just return it. Easy. So you get the dopamine and you don't spend the money. Perfect. Although I will say, then doing returns is like an executive functioning challenge. So like, it is what it is though. I have a return right there on the floor that I need to return. Yeah, it is awful, Bethany. It sucks because I really love Target. But yeah, it sucks. It super, super sucks. And like garbage, total garbage that they would do that. So Anyway. Um, what else do we want to chat about? I know I mentioned my book. My book is coming out in September. If you want to be notified when the pre-order link is ready, go to the link in the description and sign up for the waitlist. Let's see. What else do I know? My mental health was really crappy last week, but it's doing much better, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm learning to feel my feelings. I hate it, but we're working on it. It's terrible. I don't know. I really don't know that much else, to be honest with you guys. It's been a pretty chill week. Something coming up that you guys might want to know about. Do you guys want to know about a kind of secret thing? It's not really a secret. I just haven't really announced it yet. Let me know in the chat if you want to know about the kind of secret thing. I swear they changed the formula on the pre-mixed iced coffee that I buy. It's not as good anymore. It's very upsetting because I don't want to buy expensive coffee every day. I want just to buy the pre-mixed iced coffee. But I don't know if I'm going to if it tastes like this. It's like waterier. It used to be really creamy and like very milk-based, and now it feels water-based. And I'm just like not about it. Anyway, maybe I accidentally bought the like sugar-free kind or something weird. Let's see. What else can we chat about? I don't know. I don't know that I know that much else, to be honest. I just wanted to pop on because it's been a minute, and I wanted to check on you guys, say hello, answer your questions if you have them. So let's see. Toddy says, just tuning in, wanted to say I love your content and appreciate your awareness for neurodivergent people of color. Yes. I am so sorry about my book video where literally every author was white. I did not even realize it until I was editing the video, and I was like, what the fuck? So there will be another book recommendation video. I just need a couple months to actually read some books by authors of color. I know that I have read a couple and I just didn't include them in the list. Like they weren't at the top of my list. Or honestly, the one I just forgot about, it was edited by people of color, I believe, but it's like a collection of essays. It's called Sincerely Your Autistic Child. Such a good book. It's a series of essays written by various autistic people and what they would go back and tell their caregivers growing up if they could. Such a good book. And I believe it was edited and put together by people of color. So I will definitely be including that one. I'm currently reading Mad World by Micah Fraser Carroll, I believe. Who is a person of color, a British person of color, and it's incredible. It's so good. Like, this book is blowing my mind. Like, half of it is highlighted. It's crazy. Like, such a good book. I really feel like it's required reading. Like, I should have read it years ago. I knew about it like a couple years ago, and everyone was saying it was required reading, and I just like never got around to it. So I'm really glad I'm reading it now. We are actually reading it for the Neurodivergent Clubhouse book club. So if you want to join us, we take 2 months to read every book because a lot of us take more time to read things. So I'll go ahead and drop the chat to join the Neurodivergent Clubhouse. It's a monthly membership. You can pay what you can every month, starting at $3 a month. So it's very flexible, very affordable. What else do you need to know? Yeah, so we're reading Mad World by Micah Fraser Carroll in the book club, which is great. If you have any book recommendations by neurodivergent people of color, especially autistic or ADHD people of color, let me know. There's a couple I want to read that have been on my list for a while. I just haven't read them yet. So I have some ideas, but I'd love to hear yours, right? Just wanted to say some solidarity with the mental health. Been really going through it as well and feeling my feelings. So exhausted. Doing better these past couple of days. But wanted to say I really appreciate you. Always prioritize yourself. Thank you, Bethany. That's really nice. There is sometimes, especially as like a YouTuber, there's a lot of like pressure to show up really consistently, like a new video every week, a new live every week, and you should be doing short form, and you should be doing this and whatever. It's always really nice to hear from your people like, hey, take a break. Like, that's just nice. It's nice to know that some of you will keep coming back even if I do take a break, which is really lovely. So thank you. And I really appreciate you too. So Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry you're going through it right now as well. Like, well, uh feeling the feelings is really hard. Like it's one of those things people always say, but I don't think people realize what it means. Like at least I didn't realize what it meant, I think, for a while because I was like, yeah, feel your feelings, like feel sad and then like shove it down and don't feel it anymore. And it's like, oh no, you have to let the feeling exist for as long as it exists. And it's like, but what if it exists for hours or days? And it's like, well, then it does. Like, I don't know, man. And it's like, oh, I hate it. It's really hard. But so kudos to you for doing the work. I know it's tricky. I know it's difficult. Um, but yeah. Let's see what else. I don't know. Anybody else got questions or things you want to chat about? Hi, do you think it's a good idea to make a health and fitness related channel for neurodivergent people? I'm ADHD and a personal trainer. I'm thinking of doing something like that. Veronica, I love that idea. I would say, oh, hi, Hakan. Hi. I would say I don't know that I would make it for neurodivergent people at large. I might because well, okay, I'm very torn about this. So, neurodivergent is a very wide umbrella term. It includes things like epilepsy, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, autism, personality disorders, and so much more, right? So, when we say health and fitness for neurodivergent people, that could look really different depending on the type of neurodivergence that they're dealing with, right? That being said, I don't know that you should have to make your channel like only for autistic people or only for ADHD people or whatever, because a lot of us are kind of soupy, right? Like a lot of us have a lot of different neurodivergent identities. Um, and a lot of us identify broadly as neurodivergent rather than ADHD. Like I have so much more shit going on than just ADHD, right? Like I have depression, I have trauma. We're looking into a trauma specific diagnosis and all this stuff. So like it anyway. So I'm torn about that specifically, but generally speaking, I love the idea of a health and fitness channel specifically designed for neurodivergent people or for ADHDers or however you want it to be. Um what would you do? Would you do like fitness videos with like adjustments and accommodations or like I don't even know what that would look like, but I love the idea, right? Because especially because so many autistic people especially are hypermobile and it really affects the types of exercises that we should be doing and that feel best for us. So like I'm recently realizing that I am probably not super hypermobile. Like I don't think I have Ehlers-Danlos necessarily, but I think I have what's called like hypermobility spectrum disorder, where it's like I'm more hypermobile than most people. Like I've got squeaky joints. Hold on. My nails are too long to do it, but like squeaky joints and I can do the hand thing. And so anyway, sorry if that freaks anybody out, but hey, Lexi. Hello. Yeah, I can understand this. Feeling feelings, tough few months isolating. Hope things are getting brighter for you. Same to you, Hakan. I hope things are getting brighter for you as well. I know isolation is such a temptation for so many people, especially autistic people, because we do struggle with social skills and social cues. And so when we're like worn down and depressed and all this stuff, it's like the last thing I want to do is go try to socialize and have to like mask or have to figure out social cues. Like, I don't want to do that right now. So I'm just going to stay home and isolate. And so yeah, I get that. I mean, I kind of get that. I am a chronic oversharer and a very strong extrovert. So I kind of get it. I understand the theory behind why autistic people tend to isolate. I just don't always do it. I overshare. I yell into the void a lot. Like I send a voice note to the chat to my like best friends group chat. It's literally just the three of us. Last night about something that came up in therapy. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this." So I'm a chronic oversharer, but yeah, masking is exhausting. Sending love your way. Yeah, sending so much love your way, Hakan. Totally. But yeah, Tehran Pre, yeah, masking is so exhausting. It is the worst, but it's also very essential sometimes. So, Yeah, I was thinking about stimming sessions, dance-related workouts and shit, also help and advise nutrition-wise because I can see how we struggle with going to the gym and nourishing our body. Veronica, do this. Like, I will subscribe to you in an instant. I will promote you. Like, this sounds great. So do it, do it, do it. I love that. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me. I like inhaled my lunch before this. And fun fact, autistic folks are more likely to struggle with dysphagia, which is where like you have trouble like swallowing, which I know, whatever. I can't help. I have like a 14-year-old boy in my head. Anyway, you have trouble with that. And so you tend to cough a lot after you eat. So anyway, that's a very common thing amongst autistic people. And I just inhaled my food before this. So now I'm like coughing like a maniac. I will subscribe too. Sounds good. Yeah, Toddy. Okay. I feel like I was an oversharer and largely an extrovert as my mask because when I gave myself permission to not be liked, I'm a quiet introvert. Lexi, I was the opposite. That's so funny. Like, excuse me. When I was masking more, I thought I had to be quiet and demure and like shy was like a good thing. And like, I don't know. Like, it's not like I was faking being shy. I was. But like when I was my most comfortable, I was very outgoing and very like loud and blah 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 blah. So since I was diagnosed, it's almost like I've thrown my mask away. Yeah, Matt, like I get it. It is yeah, the mask it can be helpful. And so I get why people mask even after they find out and stuff, but at the same time it's very exhausting. Girl, thank you. Love you so much. You've been my inspiration for years. Oh, stop. Oh, love from Poland. I'm so sorry. Is it Veronica then? And I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize. Anyway, you should do the channel. It would be great. OMG, I can choke on anything. I thought I was just being careless. Yeah, I have a major fear of choking. And I think it's because I do struggle with like aspiration and dysphagia and stuff. So OMG, I do that too. Never knew there's a term, and everyone used to ask, like, "Do you have a cold?" Like, no, I just ate food. Sorry. People do that to me too. Or there's like my thesis advisor in college thought that I had a cold for like 3 years because he made very intense eye contact and I was autistic and didn't know it. And so my eyes would just water trying to match his eye contact. And he'd be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, I have a cold." Like, I didn't have a cold. I just was so nervous and the eye contact was so uncomfortable that it made my eyes water. Crazy. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? I have that issue mainly with fluids. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else get criticism after they have isolated, especially if it's non-communication? Yeah. People like to give us a hard time for self-isolating, and it's like, I did it because I was feeling like garbage. Like, maybe be a little kinder. So I'm so sorry for everybody on the replay crew and for the people here live, but I'm sorry for all the throat clearing. Like, anyway. But yes, I have also gotten some criticism where it's like, well, have I gotten criticism or have I imagined it? It's tricky with RSD, right? With rejection sensitivity. It's like, ooh, wait, was that rejection real or did I make that up in my head? I think I made it up in my head mostly, but I understand why sometimes people get upset where it's like you try to come back into their lives and it's like, well, we haven't been communicating for weeks or maybe even months. Like, who do you think you are trying to come back into my life? But I also think that that's not like very helpful or kind, honestly, because like a lot of people isolate because they're feeling down and feeling scared or sad or anxious or depressed. And so I don't know, just doing our best to be kind to everybody and understand where other people are coming from, I think is really important. But it's easier said than done. Not everybody in our life has that capacity, right? And that kind of sucks. Yeah. Yeah, Hakan, self-isolation is my way of coping with all the sensory overwhelm and people don't understand. Yeah. Yeah. Um I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the sensory overwhelm. Isolation's a really good way to deal with it, except that it ends up we get a little lonely and it's hard to keep up with, excuse me, with friends and family. Yeah. All right. Well, there's quite a few of you watching now. Hello, everybody. Does anybody else have questions or anything they want to talk about? Anything I can answer for you? Do you guys want to know about the super secret cool thing? I have a super secret cool thing. It's kind of a secret. It'll be coming out soon. But if you guys want to know about it now, I'm happy to show you. Toddy, can you talk about friendships? I feel like after my diagnosis, I feel like I realized the friends I have aren't really my friends and that I was just making myself fit in. Oh, oof, 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 oof. Okay. Um, yeah. I think a lot of things. I think that even if you were making yourself fit in, that doesn't automatically mean that these friends are not your friends or that they aren't worth developing a new kind of relationship with, you know? So, like, if you're trying to, come out or whatever, or be more yourself, and they're being very harsh and rejectful of that, then yeah, maybe they're not your friends. But if you're just realizing, oh, I was masking, maybe I don't even like these people, maybe give them more of a chance, right? Or explain to them what's going on and what you need from them. That can be really, really helpful. Um, let's see. I had to stop talking to my parent. I came out and said I was struggling, and they were not at all helpful and told me to just pull myself together. Oh, Matt, I'm really sorry. That is never the way a parent should respond to their kid saying they're struggling, ever. You deserve a lot more than that. Let's see. Yes, me too. They don't understand and it adds to the anxiety. Yes. Yeah, just a reminder, stay busy as a coping strategy for ADHDers usually goes bad. Agreed. Egregious, yeah. Yeah, I just want to say you helped me understand my self-diagnosis so much. So you have no idea how much you've helped me. I'm so glad, Tara Preet. Taryn Preet. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's great. Congrats on understanding yourself better. I love that. Oh, thank you. I love this lipstick. I filmed some YouTube videos. Wait, right there is my camera. But I had to film a couple of YouTube videos today. So I did my makeup and whatnot. So yeah, thank you, Bethany. But I guess you guys don't want to know about the secret thing. Never mind. You have to let me know if you want me to show you the secret thing. I'm not just going to show you. You have to tell me that you want to see it. But yeah, so friendships, I think give people a chance, reach out, explain where you're coming from and what you need from them. And at the same time, protect your peace and recognize that not everybody is going to be right for you and vice versa. Um, and that's okay, right? It doesn't mean anything bad about you or anything bad about them. It just is, right? Like something that really helps me is realizing that I don't like everybody. And therefore, I cannot expect everybody to like me. Like that's not gonna work. um, so I think that helps me with friendships a little bit. And then if there are friendships you want to save or work on, like just tell them little things here and there, like unmask bits and pieces if you can. And like I think that helps. Lexi, I was away from my iPad. I want to see the surprise. All right, Lexi has saved you. You all can see it. Let me pull it up. So, whoops. I don't know why it did that. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So, this is the thing. I'm doing a 3-part masterclass on being ADHD and being in love. It's going to be a masterclass on how to love and how to be loved as you are. It's coming up in late April. It'll be in the evening Eastern time because of a special guest we're having. So the first day on Wednesday will be ADHD relationship struggles and accommodations, right? So we'll talk about different communication styles that leave us feeling isolated and alone, masking so hard that no one ever really gets to know the real us, trust issues. Some of us are very guarded, but others of us are very gullible. Gullible. I don't like that word, but you know. Sorry, can you see my screen? I think you can. I see a black screen. Oh no, it's showing for me. Hold on. Stop sharing. Let me reshare and see if it works. Oh, now you can? Okay. Here. I just took it away. Now I'm going to put it back. Okay. It'll probably be a black screen for just a second, but hopefully it's back. Okay. So what else? Past relationship trauma and how that can make it hard to really connect to others. Then day 2, I'm very excited about. We're going to have an honest conversation with my neurotypical husband. We will talk about how my ADHD diagnosis affected our relationship, how he supports me in my needs and how I support him with his, what it was like for him when I started unmasking, and how we balance things like the mental load, the default parent, and more. And then Friday is coaching with me, where you can ask me anything. Things like, when do I tell someone I'm dating that I'm ADHD? Or what about my non-romantic relationships? Or how are we supposed to balance the load of adulthood when me and my partner or partners are all ADHD? So this is me and my husband. This is baby us. This is like our first homecoming together ever, our only homecoming together. But we started dating. I was a senior in high school and he was in college. It was his first year of college. So we started dating right before he left. This is our wedding. So cute. I blurred out all my kids and stuff, but this is right when the twins were born, like the next day, I think. Anyway, this is my husband. His name is Adam. He's the best. So we've been together for 14 years, with half of that time being long distance because we went to different colleges. And we even did a little bit of long distance after we were married because I had to finish up my master's degree. I love him so much. And our relationship is not all sunshine and rainbows. And some of that is because we're just human and all relationships are made of rupture and repair. But some of that comes from our neurotypes being very, very different, because I am ADHD and he is neurotypical. And sometimes our needs are very much at odds. But honestly, we make it work a lot better than I thought was possible. A lot of ADHDers tend to feel like we are hard to love, but we're not. We're great. And just because we have needs doesn't mean that it's not worthwhile for others to accommodate those needs. So I created this whole masterclass because there was a time when I really needed this information, right? Every time my boyfriend, well, my husband, but he was my boyfriend then, disagreed with me or we got annoyed with each other, I genuinely believed the relationship was over. And not only that, but I thought he hated me, that I was unlovable, like all of the stuff that he never said. Like, just to be crystal clear, he never said any of that shit. But due to rejection sensitivity, attachment trauma, emotional sensitivity, and more, I interpreted him being a regular human as a threat. Which is very common for ADHDers. I figured I couldn't be alone, so I made this masterclass to help people who are in the same place I was a couple years ago. So is it a good fit for LGBTQIA plus folks? Yes, absolutely. I am not queer myself, but I am a staunch ally, both in my personal life, but also fighting against the systemic oppression of LGBTQ plus folks as well. What if I can't make it live? Don't worry. Long-term access to the replays will be made available shortly after the event. And is this only about romantic relationships? It is primarily about romantic relationships, but especially on that last day, you can ask all kinds of questions about all kinds of relationships. So just as a recap, Wednesday is a presentation about ADHD and how it impacts our relationships. Thursday is a conversation with my husband, and Friday is a coaching call. And you'll also get the replays. And it is $27 to come. And there's a time zone converter on this page as well. So let me grab this link for you guys and I can drop it in the chat. Let's see. I was going to ask about that. Yeah. You guys are adorable. Oh, thank you. I think so. I Love that man. He is the sweetest and the best, and he's funny, and he's a wonderful dad. And yeah, he's also like so neurotypical. It's very confusing to me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening in your head? And he is also like, what is happening in yours? But we have like such great conversations about it. And so it's really great. Like the other day, I was like, I don't know, I just want you to talk about what it's like to be you a little bit. I feel like we talk about what it's like to be me a lot. And he was like, I don't know, what do you want to know? And I was like, I don't know. Like, what do you think about all day? And he's like, nothing. I'm like, what do you mean nothing? And he's like, yeah, like my thoughts are separated into like boxes. And most of the day, I have the nothing box open, which is just like nothing. And then he showers for like an hour. I'm not even exaggerating. That man will be in the shower for an hour. And he's like, yeah, that's when I open up all the other boxes. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. People are fascinating. All right. So I hope to see you all there. It takes place at the end of April, April 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Let's see. What else do we need, y'all? What else can I help with? I feel like everybody's signing up for the masterclass right now, and so nobody's at the chat, which is totally fine. Last time I dared to have thoughts in the shower, I came out with unwashed hair. Exactly. I feel like I always am thinking about everything, and then in the shower, it like all turns off for just like 10 minutes because I take very short showers because they're very, very hot. I keep the water like at boiling level. So I'm like, I can only be in there so long or I'll pass out. So, but yeah, no, same. If I think about stuff in the shower, that's bad news, bears. Actually, my ADHD shows up during that time. Yeah. All right. Well, let me know if you guys need anything else. If not, I'll let everybody go. All right, going once, going twice. Comments or questions? Anything. Okay, well, I think that's it. Oh, this was your first live session? Hi, yay, welcome. This is where we just hang out and we chat. This is it. Sometimes there's more of a theme. I didn't really have a theme today because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it because I was filming right before this and I was like, oh, I might have to film through it and we might have to skip it again. But I'm glad I was able to make it. And yeah. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you for the friendship advice. Of course. Good luck to you. It's tough out there. It is tough. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to take a quick break before my next call. I'm going to go, I don't know, I might even lay down for a little bit, watch some YouTube. I don't know. But hopefully I will see you at the auDHD Love Masterclass. And yeah, okay. Bye, everybody. How do I end this?